Hey guys, Mike here, Professional Security Journal. Probably gonna be the last video I make today, just because, well, I've already been 4 or 5 videos have gone up today, and it's like, dude, you're uploading a lot. Plus, months ago I found out YouTube's max upload limit. You can upload like 9-10 videos a day. So I'm already halfway there. Sorry. Sonic Burrito. But, yeah, so while I'm just sitting here, I just got back into my car from my round, so kind of want to just talk about more or less my basic tenets of private security, so to speak, what I always call Security 101, and some of this stems from my time in CAP, in the Civil Air Patrol and the Air Force Auxiliary. So Mike's 101 bullet point number 1. 15 before the 15. Military and maybe law enforcement know this all too well. But generally speaking, the 15 before the 15. If your punch-in is 4 a.m. or p.m., whatever. If it's 4, show up to post. Try and be there 3:45, 3:30. My work ethic, lately I've been doing these 5 to 5s, if rather it's the night 5 or the day 5s I refer to them as. I will wake up at 3:30. I'm out the door by 4 for a 5 punch-in. That gives me an hour for transit. That hour in transit includes food, because I have been fast fooding like a motherfucker lately, to where I'll do Jack in the Box by the Las Vegas Landmark at the Stratosphere. I'll be doing the Jack in the Box by the Strat here. I might park my car here on post, walk down not even a block. It's like a quarter of a block. I'll walk like the 2 driveways down to the Carlos Jr. here. Or what I did this morning was I went by this marijuana dispensary. I know. I went by this marijuana dispensary. I went by this marijuana dispensary to the only Sonic in the city of Las Vegas that's open 24 hours a day. That always kills me. The 124 Sonic is by a fucking... So yeah, I had Sonic today. I grabbed Sonic today. So, again, show up early. Mike's bullet point, Mike's tenet number 2. I, as the officer relieving you, backtrack. I, as the officer who's being relieved on this post, I do not give a fuck if you're late. Either tell me directly, tell management directly, or tell Central Command directly. I already dropped my company's name in a prior video. So in Cascadia, we have Central Command in Washington State, in Renton. Call the local director, call me, call Washington, call headquarters. I don't give a shit. Let somebody know you're gonna be fucking late. Because nothing pisses me off more than when I'm sitting here looking at my watch and I'm going, okay. I mean, I don't have a watch, but when I'm watching I don't have a wristwatch anymore. But, when I'm sitting here looking at the clock and I'm like, I'm like, okay. So, if you're gonna be late, fucking communicate. That's all I ask. And another thing that drives me up the wall is when you don't come prepared for your job. Such as, oh, I don't have gas, or, oh, I need to put my belt on. Or, oh, I forgot something at home. Can I borrow yours? Really? Now, I have done that a few times, to where, say, I'll show up to... there was one moment in particular. I remember I showed up to the FAA, and we were on an alert status to the airport. So I got into the Bearcat, and I accidentally locked my duty belt in the fucking Bearcat. So This kind of goes into another bullet point. I'm getting there. Give me a yeah. So I secured my equipment. I secured my equipment in the vehicle. And I asked one of my SWAT officers, "Hey, can I borrow your belt?" He's like, "Sure, boss, no problem." So, if you have to borrow somebody's belt, at least do them a fucking solid and change their shit back to the way they had it. Because literally, when I took Homeboy's duty belt, I laid Homeboy's duty belt out on the counter. I took a photo of his duty belt. I arranged his shit to my liking. He came back. He relieved me. As he was coming into the command post for changeover, for shift change, for exchange, whatever you want to call it. I was literally sitting there. I had my phone on the counter, and I had his duty belt out, and I had the photo up, and I'm like, "Oh, hey, bro, I'm just rearranging." I'm like, and he's like, "Oh, cool, thank you. People don't do that." And I'm like, "I know people don't do that. I do that. That's me. I do that." All right, and now I'm gonna have to grab my phone and do this whole thing. All right. Another thing that drives me insane. Private security. If you carry a firearm, please, for the love of God and all that is holy, carry at least one less lethal implement with your firearm. You are not an armored car driver. You are not Garda. You are not Loomis. You are not Brinks that goes straight to deadly force. You're working patrol. You're working the streets. You're working HOAs. Unless the post orders tell you you only carry XYZ, have at least one implement. My duty belt, deadly force. My lethal, my firearm, my service weapon. That big scary thing I've already showed you guys, my pointy thing, is my baton. I have a taser. And in one of these pouches, taser. And over here, on this pouch, I have my OC, okay? I have the entire use of force continuum. I have all 4 implements, the 3 less lethals, and obviously lethal deadly force. I have the entire use of force continuum on my belt. I don't expect everybody to have the entire use of force continuum on their duty belt as a private security officer. Again, spoke about it in my taser video that I uploaded today. I was lucky enough to buy this for $500, okay? I don't expect private security to carry a taser. But I expect you to at least carry this shit when it's $20 to $30 a can. And I know batons are an investment. My Peacekeeper, my big scary, what I always jokingly call my expandable baseball bat, my big scary expandable baseball bat was fucking $180. Call it $200 conservatively. I over budget. I always over budget my personal stuff in 0s and 5s. So it's like 170, 180. Fuck it, I just call it 200. So the baton's 200. Okay, a baton is 2. A taser is 500. I don't expect you to invest in those right off the bat, right off the get-go, if you're like new to the industry or whatever. But guys, OC is $20 to $30 a fucking can. I don't care if you don't have anything else on your belt. Just show your duty belt needs less lethal on it. If you never use it, that's fine. But when you end up on the stand and your duty belt is more or less brought up onto the stand as fucking evidence, and they literally go, "Oh, he just had a gun." So you're gonna go, what is it? What's Sean brings it up occasionally, Jeff Cooper's color codes or whatever. So you're going to go straight to condition red, draw your firearm, and you're going to go straight up to fucking deadly lethal force. Because you don't have shit on your duty belt, you're forced to go straight to red. No. Again, a fucking can is $20 to $30. At least carry a fucking can. This is me getting emphatic. This is just me. The guards at this event have been annoying the crap out of me. I've seen a couple with just deadly force, and I'm sitting here like, Because the director fucking gave everybody fucking OC. So you have no excuse when it was fucking issued to you, and I know you were given a can. Yeah. So, yeah. If you're armed, just OC. I don't care if you don't use it. I mean, I do, but I don't. Because that's you. I'm gonna do me, you're gonna do you. But this is my advice to you. And then obviously, if you're gonna carry any of these items, if you're gonna carry any of these implements on your duty belt, try to get certified in this shit. I'm a baton instructor. I'm a taser instructor. I'm a Sabre International pepper spray instructor. I don't expect everybody to become an instructor. But being a basic user, which is obviously as instructor, a certificate I can give you the basic user certificate. It is a good idea to have a user certificate in anything you carry on your duty belt, because that's what I call, because you will be given what I call a competency check. You will be given the certificate of completion saying, I went through a course, I went through a class, I know what the fuck I'm doing. That's what I call the competency check. Because if you ever end up on the stand, you go, I know how to use that OC. Competency check. You can give them the certificate. Your certificate can be admitted into evidence in court. So when you end up on the stand, you can say with confidence, I went through this course through instructor, I'll use my last name, just because obviously I'd be your instructor, hypothetically speaking. I went through instructor Scheidel's course. And then they're going to probably end up subpoenaing me and bringing me onto the stand and go, Mr. Scheidel, what does your course consist of? And I'll tell them straight up, well, 3-4 days before my class, I follow manufacturer guidelines, and 3-4 days before the course, I'll download the latest and greatest from the manufacturer. If it's Taser, I think their written recommendations a week before your course, you download the latest and greatest from Taser, and you review the updated Taser curriculum. I purposely will wait until that time frame given, because they tell you shit for a reason. The manufacturers of these less lethal implements, they tell you that for a reason. Obviously, shit updates all the time. Things are changing. I know there's case law that Axon's coming out with. Case law is coming out, so the curriculum's going to be updated. I know that because every week I get the Taser instructor, I get the Axon, the TIN. I get the Taser Instructor Network email every week because I'm a current credentialed Axon instructor. So I get the Axon email every week saying, hey, here's what's going on. Here's what's going on within public safety. Here's what's going on within our law enforcement sphere. So I know there's stuff coming down the pipe. The curriculum's going to be updated as a result. So guess what? I wait. I wait until their recommendation of 3 to 4 days a week prior to your course, download the curriculum, and then have a look-see and review it before your class. And that's exactly what I'll tell them on the stand. Well, you subpoena me, I'm on the stand, I'm going to explain that's my curriculum. I don't mess with the curriculum. I stick to the manufacturer's curriculum. I don't fancy it up. I don't change shit around. I don't take shit out. Now, obviously, there's an asterisk to that, because like Sabre International, Sabre at their pepper spray instructor curriculum, they will tell you if it doesn't apply to you, you may take it out. Well, obviously, I'm private security. I don't work in a jail. I don't work in a correction setting. I'm going to take out anything relating to jails. That type of stuff. If it has no chance of applying to me, I'm going to take it out. I don't work in corrections. I don't work in jails. I don't work in prisons. I don't work in a custodial environment. I don't work in a custodial environment, so I'm going to take anything relating to custody, prisons, jail, etc. I'm going to take custodial out. I'm going to take custody situations out, because there's no chance in hell I'm ever going to come across that. With an asterisk, unless I work private security, obviously, to where I worked in that setting. But those settings within private security, within our industry, those settings are very niche. I would know if I was going to end up going to a jail with Cascadia. I would know if Cascadia, say, got a Las Vegas contract where, oh, we're going to be working Clark County Detention Center now. I would know. And it's like, okay, well, now that we have that in our wheelhouse, now I'm going to put that in my curriculum. But within my specific situation, there's no chance in hell I'm ever working security in that setting right now. So I take that stuff out of my curriculum. So those are kind of some of my, more or less, my basic tenets of security is just be on time. Be on time. If you're not on time, communicate and know what the fuck you're doing. And get certified in what you carry. That's some of my basics. I'm going to start doing these, more or less, I'm going to start doing these Security 101 videos on an ongoing basis to where I'm just going to throw out random nuggets of knowledge. Probably sitting here in my car. Or at home or whatever. I'm just going to randomly start a video, start filming, and give out some random nuggets. So, I know Randy does his, what the hell does Randy call him? What the hell does Noontime call him? I think it's Nugget Knowledge or something. We'll call them Mike Tidbits. This was Mike's Tidbits number 1. So this was your first tidbit of knowledge. So yeah, these were your bullet points. Some of my bullet points. Some of my Security 101. Some of my basics of private security. This is Mike here, Professional Security Journal. I'll cut the video. We're already going on 17 minutes now by the time I do my spiel. This is Mike here, Professional Security Journal. Y'all stay safe out there. Take it easy. Please stay situationally weird and stay vigilant. Take pride in what you do. And other than that, I'll see you guys on the flip side. This is Mike here with TPSJ. I'm out east. Take it easy, friends.